Hi there, my name's Hayley and I like to make cool warm things. In this video I'm going to show you how to make this cool little Pokeball. So to get started we are going to use 2 strands of yarn at the same time and start with our red. We're going to make a magic ring. I like to wrap the yarn around my fingers, creating sort of a cross on the top. Insert my hook and pull that back. Yarn through, yarn over, and pull that through to secure the magic ring, and yarn over and pull that through one more time. And then we're going to make 6 single crochets into the magic ring. So to make a single crochet you go in through the magic ring, yarn over the hook, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through both of those loops. And that's your first single crochet. So we're just going to make 5 more. And then tighten up our magic ring by pulling on the tail and slip stitch to that first stitch to join. So in through the stitch, yarn over the hook, pull that through and pull through again. And that's round 1 finished, and you've got 6 single crochets. For round 2 we're going to start with a chain 1, so yarn over the hook and pull that through. And then we're going to work an increase into each stitch around, so just working 2 single crochets in each stitch. And slip stitch to that first stitch to join. And at the end of round 2 we'll have 12 single crochets. For round 3 we're going to start with a chain 1, and then we're going to work a single crochet in the next stitch and then 2 single crochets or an increase in the next one, and we're just repeating that around. So a single crochet, an increase, a single crochet, an increase. And then at the end of the round we are just going to slip stitch to that first stitch to join, and at the end of round 3 we'll have 18 single crochets. For round 4 we're going to start with a chain 1, and then we're going to work a single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then an increase in the next one, and just repeat that all the way around. And at the end of the round we are going to slip stitch to that first stitch to join, and we'll have 24 single crochets. For rounds 5 to 7 we are going to chain 1, and then just work a single crochet in each stitch around. And at the end of round 7 we are going to fasten off the red yarn, so yarn over the hook, pull it through and keep pulling, and we're just going to snip our yarn, pull that all the way through, and we fastened off the red. So next we're going to add on our black yarn with 2 strands again. I like to do this in the slip stitch, so I just insert my hook, yarn over the hook, pull that through and pull the end through and just secure that with a knot. I do this in the slip stitch because I find it makes a neater colour change. So we're going to start round 8 with a chain 1, and we're just going to work a single crochet into each stitch around. And at the end of the round we are just going to slip stitch to that first stitch to join, and we'll still have 24 stitches. We are going to fasten off the black now, just in the same way that we did with the red yarn. And we are going to join on our white yarn. Again, I'm joining on in the slip stitch with the 2 strands. And we are going to start row 9 with a chain 1, and then work a single crochet into each stitch around, and we're going to repeat this for rounds 9 to 11. And at the end of round 11 we've still got 24 single crochets. To start round 12 we are going to chain 1, and then we're going to work a single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then a decrease. To work a decrease, go in through the stitch but the front loop only. You'll notice the stitch has a sort of V shape, so this one here is the front loop and this one here is the back loop. So we're just going through that front loop, go through the front loop of the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through both loops. And we're just repeating that all the way around, so a single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then a decrease. And at the end of the round we are just going to slip stitch to that first stitch to join, and at the end of round 12 we'll have 18 stitches. To start round 13 we are going to chain 1, and then we're going to work a single crochet in the next stitch and then a decrease in the next 2, and we're just going to repeat that all the way around. And at the end of the round we are just going to slip stitch to that first stitch to join, and at the end of round 13 we'll have 12 single crochets. I'm just going to take a second to stuff my ends in and add some stuffing at this point. A handy little tip for stuffing is if you push the stuffing out towards the outside, creating sort of a hole in the middle, and it just helps everything shape better, and you can just restuff that middle part and just repeat that until you've got it nice and firmly stuffed. And then for our last round, round 14, we are going to start with a chain 1, and then we're just going to decrease all the way around. And at the end of the round, we are just going to slip stitch to that first stitch to join and then fasten off. You can take a second now to add more stuffing if you'd like, and you can use the back of your hook or a pencil or pen to help you with that. And then the last thing we're going to do is sew in at the end and sew up the hole that's left. And of course, no Pokeball is complete without the button on the front, so we'll make that bit. Using our 2 strands of white yarn, we are just going to make a magic ring. And work 6 single crochets into the magic ring. Tighten up our magic ring and slip stitch into that first stitch to join and then fasten off. We're going to need a long tail for this for sewing it on. To sew it on, I like to find the slip stitches on the ball and turn that to the back and use this as the front. I'll use the starting tail for the magic ring just to kind of tie that on a little bit so it's in the right position, and we're just sewing this on to our black round and then sew that end in. And then using our longer tail, we'll just sew around the stitches around the outside. Sew that end in. And then the last thing, or the last thing you can do is take a double strand of black yarn, but I've just folded this over, add that onto your sewing needle, but add the loop towards the end because that'll help you tie it on. And we're just going to work around the button with the black yarn just to make it stand out. And your Pokeball is finished.
With Haley, where dreams are spun. Together we weave until the work is done.
Remember to give this video a like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one.